Before the video starts, this is not sponsored, okay? I am not getting paid to say this, okay? All right, we're talking about the game called Mecha Break. This game is fantastic. I really do enjoy playing this game, all right? I've never really played too many robot piloting, mech piloting games, but this one is good. I hope the game does really well. I hope it gets a lot of support over time, and yeah, let's get into this game. So according to the reviews, it's 59.50% review score. So it's 50-50. A little bit over half of the players playing this game are saying that the game is really good and they have nothing but positive stuff to say. Meanwhile, the other half, there's people that have a few things to say about maybe the gameplay or the monetization, which is what we're going to get into next in a second, okay? Just hold on, we'll get there. So right now, the game has 31,626 players at the moment, but its all-time peak 8 days ago was 132,816. These are not bad numbers for like a game like this. It just launched. Not too many people are playing it right now, but that could always increase later. This game is actually solid, so I think people are gonna start catching on to this game at some point. I have a feeling. I don't think it's gonna just die overnight. I don't think so with the numbers it has right now. This looks pretty good to me. Now I'm gonna open up the game itself and we're gonna talk about the stuff that people were complaining about. This game, it might look a little bit messy with the UI and all of the stuff all over the screen here for the main menu, but there's a method to this. They teach you everything here in the tutorial. The tutorial is right here. You can play it again by accessing the pilot menu right here, and then you go right over to combat log. Once you go into combat log, you would just click this button over here and it'll take you to the tutorial. You can either pick a short tutorial or go for the full long tutorial where you go through this, and it takes you through the battle royale mode called Mech. We're gonna get into what that is later. This game has everything right there. It tells you how to play. It might take a little bit of time, but when you learn the core mechanics of movement and how to attack and defend, you can transfer that skill to almost every single mech. There's mechanics within every single one of these robots, and they all feel different, okay? Now, let's go into this main menu again. So the main menu has different modes here. You have your striker bay, which is where your striker, your robot, is going to be. You can do all this kind of stuff like look at the weapons and view what they all do. They give you a little tutorial telling you, what they do, what it looks like when these actions are being performed in the game. It kind of gives you a visual representation of what you're doing. You go over the striker design, and this part right here is the coolest part for me personally, because you can customize the color of your mech, and that has to be, man, I spent a lot of time in here, okay? Just rotating the mech around and just like looking at every little piece of this mech so I can like make sure that everything looks exactly how I want it to look. Look at how in-depth this is. Look at all that. All these pieces I'm hovering over are all the different pieces you can color in. It's freaking amazing. All right, but I'm gonna get out of here. This is really cool, and I don't want to spend too much time over here because I spent too much time in this section of the game. You can customize your pilot. When you open up the game, they do all this stuff. All this I got from playing the game and unlocking it and logging in for a certain amount of time to get this outfit here. I'm going to take you into the training mode, and I'm just going to not talk about the training mode, but show you just like how this game plays. It's really good. It is some good stuff that they got going on here. I'm going to switch strikers though. I'm going to switch over to the main one, Elyseness, and then I'm gonna go in. This game feels incredible. It really does, okay? The moment that you get a handle on what you're doing as whatever mech you're playing as, this is how you should be moving. Like there's moments when you're dodging rockets and it feels overwhelming, but when you get used to movement, it is fantastic, okay? This game has all kinds of different things you gotta be aware of. So this game, how it works is when you're aiming at somebody, you have to keep everybody in this circle I have on the middle of the screen, and it locks on. See that? Because without it, if I just start shooting, I'm gonna start missing a little bit, right? So there are moments where you're going to have to deal with having no lock-on system. When weather conditions pop in, yes, there's weather conditions, you will not be able to lock on at all. Well, you can't see anything, you have to aim, free aim, and then you have to rely on your actual aim. So then that's when the skill starts to kick in. You gotta really start paying attention to what's going on, and usually everybody's missing because we're all so reliant on the auto aim of the mech itself that when you start aiming and you don't have the lock on, it is incredibly hard to do things. It really is, because there's features like this. I'm gonna switch over to the melee mode, and Elyseness has this thing where it zooms in and it can do this combo, right? And then it can also block, you know, it can parry, it can do all this other stuff. But this game really has you focusing on where your character is, where the opponent is, and then you gotta go in, move around, do it the best you can in the battle, and then sometimes you get an execution. That's not always gonna happen, right? Because everybody's watching this execution happen. You gotta be careful when you do this, because you could be surrounded by enemies. Here's where it gets kind of interesting. Because right now, Elyseness is really easy to play as, this mech I'm playing as right now. But if I switch over to another mech, the gameplay is just going to change altogether. Like, the gameplay is just going to immediately turn into something else. Now I'm playing some kind of 3D version of Galaga. I don't know. Like, that's the best way I could describe this mech here. I'm going to transform, and suddenly I am like Starscream right now. I have no idea, like, what they were on when they thought of gameplay like this, but this is some cool shit. There's different dodges in this game, like, you know, there's different shit going on here. I really don't know. I don't even know what this does, but like, I don't even know what that's for, but I just know how to do that. It's just, there's so many things going on with this game. Every game is going to feel different because you're most likely going to be playing as different mechs based off of what your team needs. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the different modes in this game. You have Operation Verge, or Verg, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's 6v6, so the first squad to complete the objective wins. Really simple stuff. Play the objective with your team, support your team, win. That's all it's about. Get points for that right here on the screen here. Mission tokens. You get these little mission tokens, and you can buy colors for your character. You can buy colors for your mechs. You can, I think you can, there's 3 mechs that you can purchase with a certain amount of points. I'll show that later when we get into the actual monetization and the store stuff. They're in that store section, okay? The next mode we're going to talk about is Ace Arena. Ace Arena is 3v3. First squad to achieve 8 kills wins. Very simple. And then you have challenge mode. This is really difficult. I don't know why it's this hard, but there are tutorials for every single mech that you play as, and they give you these advanced trials that are almost impossible, and they definitely need a nerf. I don't know what they were thinking, but I cannot move at the speed of the actual computer. It is impossible. I hope they change that in the future, because I want to be able to actually finish these one day. The next mode we have, I was just there, training mode. You can pilot any of the strikers, pilot any of the mechs, go in there, have fun, learn the mechanics so you're ready for the next fight. And then you have custom room. So yeah, custom room, they set up their different random map, or there's a specific map here that they select, and then they invite people in, or you can just join somebody's level and have fun playing the game. That's really it. That's the game. So now you have this mode here, Mashmac. This is Operation Storm. This is the free-for-all battle royale mode. There's a free-for-all section, but then there's also a co-op mode where I'm assuming, yeah, squads of 3 raid outpost in Mashmac. Mashmac is basically the battle royale area, and you go out here and you fight a bunch of enemies. You'll have other players be out here too, and I don't know how difficult it's supposed to be, but from what I'm hearing from the reviews, it's difficult because you have people running around with these ridiculously strong builds already. But that's normal, I think, in a game like this. If you play something that has a free-for-all co-op extraction mode, expect people to have builds that are really strong, because there's people that love extraction games. There's people that eat, sleep, and breathe games like this, so expect try hard stuff. There's also 3 modes here: normal, hard, and extreme. So my understanding of how Mashmac works is you equip mods. These mods are things that you get in the world of Mashmac when you're out there in the open world, collecting stuff, killing enemies, picking up loot boxes and whatnot for the extraction. And then when you extract, you open up stuff right here. And I last played this not that long ago. It was in inventory, right? Yeah, I have some stuff here from the last time I played, and it looks like you can sell some stuff. It looks like you can also equip things and also craft other items. I think this is a crafting material, I believe. If I press use, it looks like, yeah, I can craft other stuff here. You can mod your character, your mech, and then when you mod your mech, yeah, you're stronger. So when you go in the next time, you have a better loadout. And if you look down here at max combat readiness, it says 240 out of 2000. So every single time you go into this game and you collect a bunch of stuff, you come out with more stuff, you equip it to the mods onto the mech that you want, and then you're done. That's it. That's how this works. Here's where people say that this game is pay to win, and we're going to talk about this in a second. Like, there's different things here you can buy, and I believe these credits are from this over here, the Matrix credits. Common currency used within Mistra Matrix. Tactical supplies. I don't know what this is. This currency here, the Matrix credits, are from the inventory. If I sell this right here, the decoy device, it gives me 450 of these points. Then I can go over here and use those points when I sold that item, and I can just buy the different things as I need them. That's how this works, it looks like. Yeah, all the weapons and stuff here that I currently have. I can also buy a new weapon, it looks like, over here. So max purchase 1. Okay, so I could just buy a new sniper cannon or a new auto cannon, or maybe even, can I craft another one? I'm not sure how this works. Airdrop research, I don't know what this is. This is another unlock, it looks like. Okay, yeah, I have to craft this. I think this is a craftable thing. Yeah, it looks like I need different pieces to be able to unlock this all together with the amount of Matrix credits. So it's kind of a grind. This is some grindy stuff here, but this might actually be really good if you put the time into it. It's not going to be for everybody, because I know not everybody loves these extraction games like Division 2 kind of stuff, where your stuff can get stolen or you could just die and you have to start over. There's a lot of people that also do like that. So this isn't going to be for everybody. Now let's get into the most important part here, the monetization. The first thing I saw in reviews talking about the monetization is how crazy the monetization is, how heavy this monetization actually is. Now, I don't think this is as crazy as people are saying it is in the reviews. Okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of skins, patterns, paints, mods, all kinds of stuff that you can purchase within this store. It's an auction store, an auction area. This isn't going to be for everybody at all, okay? These are for people that like auction systems. I don't. However, somebody's going to be into this. And it looks like here, yes, you can purchase people's mods. There's like a whole entire bidding time remaining 11 hours and 43 minutes. You can only bid once. Okay, there's going to be people that use this, but why would I use this, right? If I could just go into Operation Storm, right? Turn the difficulty to normal or hard or whatever strength my character's at, and then just go into the mode and play the game, right? I don't have to do this. I can just pick up a drop and then open up the box, see what I get from the inventory and roll with it until I get stuff I really like to equip that'll make me stronger. Isn't that the point? You have the option of bidding and buying all this stuff and going to the auction and whatever. You can do that, but you ain't got to do that. You really don't. This is optional stuff, right? It's a free-to-play game. Of course, it's going to have optional monetization in it. But let's go into the actual stuff when it comes to monetization for this game. And this is another complaint people had. Let me go into this. Here we go. Right here. This character here, Leonie Favre, I believe that's how you say the name. I don't know. I probably butchered the name. Anyway, you have 20 days to unlock this character. You can tell this character is a special character that you're going to have to spend money on just by looking at the character. Really? You can't tell? You got a whole entire character that's $47.99. But all of these pieces here, I'm pretty sure you can buy all of these separately from the character. I saw some people with their own customized character, their actual avatar, wearing like this helmet. They're wearing this helmet and they had, I think, maybe these wings on. I can't remember. I definitely saw this helmet on a few characters, right? That's really what this is. You're buying the entire character. It has two different things that you're getting here. Everything with this mech, all the skins and all that shit, the pattern, and then you got the character, the customized character, specific like character customization for this model, and then you get all the stuff on this character like this. That's what this is. All right, people were freaking out about this, saying, oh man, look how expensive all this is. I'm going, do I need to bring up what Marvel Rivals looks like for its currency? Do I need to bring up Overwatch? Have we not seen this before? This is normal shit. This is a free-to-play game. Like, what are we doing? So to all the people complaining about this right here, this is the currency. I'm gonna pull it up. Look at these prices. Now, I'm sure you've seen prices in other free-to-play games. Let me just move myself out of the way here. So these are the prices of the Corite, the in-game currency that you can buy, right? You have a maximum of 300,000 of this stuff. But remember what it's like in other games as well? I don't remember Marvel Rivals stopping at just $46.99 for the currency. I'm pretty sure it goes a little higher than that. I think you can go up to $90 or something. I have to pull that up right now. Hold on a second, we're doing that. So this is the currency for Marvel Rivals. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the currency for this, it goes even higher than Mecha Breaks. I'm pretty sure Overwatch does the same thing as well. We're gonna pull that up as well. Like, we're gonna do that too. We have to. So how are we complaining about Mecha Breaks monetization when other games are even worse, right? I'm not saying Marvel Rivals is so bad, but like, it goes up to $100 for all this lattice, and let's be real, you didn't even need that much. But you know, they know people are gonna spend money like that because, well, yeah, gamers just spend money on tons of shit for like no reason. They know their audience. Anyway, let's go and take it a step further. Let's open up Overwatch's currency. Let's look at the currency prices. Okay, what's the most recent one? Like, let me just make sure. 2025. Let me just make sure. Overwatch coins. Bet. All right. Same thing, brother. It's the same thing. Is this accurate? Come on. Come the fuck on now. Okay. Look at this. Overwatch coins, $99.99. I'm gonna zoom in just so you can see that. $99.99, 11,600. Let's go back real quick. Let's go back to Marvel Rivals real quick. Hold on. 11,680. Okay. All right. It's a little extra 80 points on there, right? But come on now. Really? Are you serious? Come on, guys. We got to do better than this. We really got to do better than this. This is a free-to-play game. Are you complaining about the prices of a free-to-play game when you should know? If you've been playing these games long enough, you should expect this. I'm not defending it, but you should expect this stuff, okay? Let's go back to this screen. Let's go back here. So everything here you can buy right here on the side here. These 3 items. You can buy that separately from the character, it looks like, or you could just buy the whole thing. And all of this, the mech skin and the character with the little bird there, is all going to be $47.99. And of course, you most likely get all this shit too with the character. It's all there. Here we are complaining about a game that has free-to-play stuff in it, but it also has its microtransactions because of course they got to get money somewhere. And they make a character like this so you can spend money on it. And people are going, I don't want to spend money on it. Does anybody have you at gunpoint? I don't think so. I hope not. God, I hope not. If not, then what are we doing? Avoid this altogether. Stay, I don't want to buy this. Leave. Oh my God, I just solved your problem. Like, it's really that crazy. It's such a simple solution. And now you have other stuff here that you might actually want to spend money on. It's not as expensive, but it's right here. You can buy cosmetics to put on your character or new outfits and whatnot if you want all this. And then there's seasonal stuff. I don't know how long this lasts in the store. I'm not sure. It says seasonal, so maybe when the season ends, season 1 starts, this will be gone. I don't know. Oh, it says refreshing in 3 days right there at the bottom. Answered my question. But seasonal cosmetics, you know how this works if you play the game like this. You buy what you want now before it disappears, and then you move on. And you got all this stuff. That is a whack ass hairstyle. That's just, oh my God, it's getting worse. Okay, you see, this is the stuff on here if you really want to do it. And if not, you can just avoid all of this crap here. You don't need it. Now this right here, you can purchase these 3 mechs, or there's a 7-day free trial, which I don't know why you would do this. You would just buy the mech, right? Like, you just want the mech. Anyway, like you can purchase these with the mission tokens. The mission tokens are from playing the 6v6 mode, the 3v3 mode, that's right here in the tactical station. Once you get enough points, you spend it on one of these mechs or all of them. You save enough points to get all these characters, and then you just play with the characters. That's it. If you want to buy other stuff here with these points, you got stuff. You can go to the Mash Mech mode. You can buy this stuff, use it for Mash Mech. There's a bar access card, but then there's a supply crate and you get a bunch of stuff here too. I don't know what this is. Actually, we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do this right now. What is this? Use. Yes, open. What does this do? Some kind of loot box system here. Okay, I got a pattern and I got some kind of Corite ore. What is this? Okay, so you get points for this. I got mission tokens for opening that up. So you can buy stuff here. Okay, sure, loot boxes, whatever. There's other outfits you can buy with the points right here, right? Yeah, I don't like that color at all. That is, wow, that's annoying. I don't like that. But then there's patterns and all this other cool stuff here. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of these patterns look pretty dope. Skins you can put on certain mechs. Like these are flame skins. This looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. This part of the store, it's nothing. You just save up points. You unlock this stuff for as long as you have before it refreshes to other stuff. And then you're done. You're done. That's it. I explained the monetization, I think, the best way I could. This doesn't feel pay to win. This right here, this mode, Mash Mech, is just a free-for-all or co-op. Run in by yourself or with a team, fight a bunch of people if you run into anybody at all, collect a bunch of stuff, extract, get out of there, come back in stronger, keep doing that on loop until you're strong enough to go into hard mode or strong enough to play extreme if you want to sweat. That's what this is. I think I explained everything as best I could. I probably went through several takes doing that, but it is what it is at this point. I'm done. All right, so to sum it up, this game is really good, really well made. The menus need work, right? But the gameplay is on point. Okay, how they advertise the game is exactly how the game plays. You feel like you're different strikers every time you pick a different one. It's like, yo, I'm playing a different game right now. I have to be focused on supporting this teammate over here. I have to fly really fast with the Falcon this way. I have to be on point with elusiveness and parry moves when somebody's coming at me with a sword. It tests your reflexes, it tests your spatial awareness. If you get good at a game like this, it'll also actually help you play other games, maybe even like Marvel Rivals or something, because the spatial awareness you need to be able to fly around and pay attention to what's coming at you at all angles, it really does help. Game solid, gameplay solid. It really does come down to learning how to actually move around with the mech, learning the mechanics, learning how to optimize the controls, optimize like your strategy as these different mechs, and doing the best you can. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed anything you saw here, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you think about Mecha Break. Did you play it? Did you not play it? Are you on the fence? I mean, you could just install the game, uninstall it if you don't like it. I mean, it's that simple, but you know, whatever. Maybe you're thinking about playing the game and you just don't know because the reviews, it's pretty good. I think so, at least. You know, also, if you're new to the channel, watch other videos on my channel, consider subscribing after that. I don't know, that'd be awesome. And I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Peace.